my god, Jessica! How could you? That's how I imagine high school being. Hey guys, it's Galaxy and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my How to Survive High School Masterclass. I will be your lovely guide this evening, and before we get into it, I want to show you guys my henna. I do henna, and I know that there will be like half of you who get distracted this whole video trying to figure out what's on my hand, so I will show you now. I did this yesterday. If you guys are interested in a henna tutorial, I will do that for you guys. I know it's not like what I usually do, but just let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so if you guys are new here, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background about me. I am 17 years old. I just graduated this last summer, but I did my senior year of high school like full-time running start, which is college. So technically I've been out of high school for like about a year. I know it's a little bit confusing, but I went to high school. I'm 17. I got you. I learned a lot. So I'm here today to help you guys out. Okay, token of knowledge number 1. Mind your business. Now I know in high school, this is something that is like very hard to do because everyone's all talking about each other and it's all mess and blah blah blah. You don't need it. Like, I could have avoided so much drama and so much headaches my freshman year of high school if I had just minded my business, not talked about things that didn't have anything to do with me. Like, pretty much, if you are not directly involved in a situation, don't talk about it. Like, because in high school, someone's gonna overhear you, or your friend's gonna tell someone else that you said this, and suddenly there's going to be a bunch of drama, and you just don't need it. Like, high school is the time to find yourself and get better as a person, not the time to be petty and start a bunch of drama. I think that there was a lot less of this like after my freshman year of high school, but I know that this was like a huge mistake that I made when I first entered. I was just like up in everyone's business. Like, I thought that I was so cool if I knew all the gossip and blah blah blah, but in reality it didn't bring me anything but trouble, so don't do it. Okay, my second token of knowledge for you guys. It's not that embarrassing. No matter what the situation is, like regardless of what happened, I don't care if you got your period in class. I've been there, by the way. If you fell down the stairs, I've been there, by the way. Like, if you spilled your food on yourself, I've been there, by the way. Anyways, this is not about me. But being in all those situations has taught me that after a couple of weeks or like a month, that's not even something that I think about anymore. Like, yeah, something embarrassing happened, I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? But in reality, it's high school. There's drama all the time. Shit's happening all the time. So in about a week, everyone's gonna forget about it. And honestly, you'll make it better for yourself if you don't act like it was embarrassing. Because honestly, the worst thing that you could do is act like something like totally mortified you when people didn't even really think that it was that big of a deal, you know? And then suddenly, it's bigger than it really was. So no matter what happened, no matter how embarrassing it seems, I promise you, in a year, in a month, 6 months, you're not gonna care about it. It's not gonna matter, and it'll just be another thing that happened. So don't stress about it. It's not that embarrassing. Okay, token of knowledge number 3. It's not that serious / avoid drama. And I know that I kind of went over this one in the mind your business portion, but this one is more about like things that have to do with you. So say for example, you're sitting in class and your friend Becky's like, oh my god, girl, did you hear that Jessica, she totally said that your outfit, like that shirt is slightly like off color and it doesn't match. Like, can you believe that? Like, oh my god. So what are you gonna do? You can either go confront Jessica and be like, oh my god, Jessica, how could you? That's how I imagine high school being. Or you could just ignore it and avoid the drama, and it'll honestly make you look like the bigger person. Because in high school, there were a lot of rumors about me. A lot of people talk shit about me, like, common thing. But the thing is, I probably couldn't even tell you like any specifics about what those people said, because that's honestly how little I cared. Like, someone would be like, I heard, and I'd be like, I don't care. Don't ever let someone else like being mean or being rude or being nasty like make you stoop to their level, because you're better than that. Like, you're in high school. I mean, after high school, you're an adult and you're going into college. So this is the time that you should be practicing like diffusing situations and realizing that it's really not that serious and it's not worth the drama, the hassle, whatever it'll bring you. It's just not worth it. So just ignore that bullshit. As long as you know who you are and you stay true to yourself, like, there is nothing that anyone can ever say or do to you, and the more that you ignore it, the less it'll happen. Because giving something a reaction will then show those people that, hey, you know, this is something that bothers her, or this is something that gets a reaction out of this person. But if you don't react, if you don't care, they'll be like, well, that's kind of boring, and they just won't talk shit. It's that simple. Alright, my fourth token of knowledge for you guys is put in effort. I know that among all the social stuff, the sports, the drama, it can be really easy to forget like what high school is all about, which is school. You're there to learn. You know, you're supposed to be going there to get an education. And I know this may sound boring and like, okay, like we get it, but high school is honestly like the last easy thing that you're going to do before you turn 18 and then have to be an adult and life gets a lot harder. So while you have an opportunity to set yourself up for a better future, take advantage of that, because I wish like that I put in a lot more effort than I did in high school. I finished my freshman year pretty good, but my sophomore and junior year, I finished my junior year of high school with a 2.9 GPA. Like, that's not something I'm proud of. That's extremely average. And only like when I did Running Start and actually went to college did I realize how wasteful I was being with my education and how stupid I was for just like throwing all that time away, you know, because yeah, I got my act together my senior year and I got a 3.9 GPA, but I wasted all that time, and in the end, I could have finished high school better than I did. So don't let the bullshit of everything else distract you from what high school is meant to be. And that's a place to learn. Okay, token of knowledge number 5. Get involved with your graduating class or in your school in general, because I spent a lot of my time in high school being like, I hate high school. High school sucks. I want to leave. This is horrible. And I remember when I went in to do my senior presentations last year, it was kind of crazy because I hadn't even really thought about high school that whole year since I was doing full-time college. But when I went in to do my senior presentation, like, it all hit me. Like, it was over, you know what I'm saying? And just thinking back on everything, I think that one of the biggest mistakes that I made was, like, letting myself get so far from the people that were in my class. Like, as soon as I entered high school, I immediately ditched like all my friends that were in my grade and started hanging out with the older kids, which is shitty. And because of that, I never got a chance to really like grow up with the people that were in my graduating class. And like, I never cared about it and I never thought about it until that moment during my senior presentation. And it genuinely made me cry because I was like, these people, I've been around them for a big chunk of my life, and instead of like using that time to form some sort of like deep, meaningful connections, I have just been distancing myself from these people. And yeah, they weren't always the nicest people to me and they're not all perfect, but I do wish that I got more involved with them and that I was able to get to know more of them. But you live and you learn. But luckily, since I'm making this video, you guys don't have to make the same mistake that I did, and it's never too late. Like, I promise you, even if it's your senior year, the people that are around you are probably a lot more mature than they were, and just talk to them. Alright guys, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed or if this helped you out at all, please give me a thumbs up as well as subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out, and I will see you in my next video.